How do you get broke? Well, it isn't a sudden windfall of bad luck. Rather, it's a slow erosion of your finances through bad habits. And if you are not careful, before you know it, you are broke. There are many ways to go broke, and some you may not think about. So we've compiled a list of things that most people do that make them broke. No. 1. Spending more than you earn. The cardinal rule of staying out of bankruptcy is spending less than you earn. When you break this rule, it's downhill all the way to rock bottom. Impulse buying. Impulse buying is one of the main reasons why people go broke. It is the act of purchasing an item or service without prior planning and is driven by sudden desires or immediate gratification. Impulse buying can lead to overspending, accumulation of unnecessary items, and ultimately financial instability. Convenience spending. Convenience spending refers to the act of choosing more expensive options for the sake of ease and speed instead of opting for more affordable alternatives. Examples include buying coffee at a cafe every day instead of brewing it at home, ordering takeout regularly instead of cooking meals, or using delivery services for non-urgent items. Lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation is a gradual increase in spending as your income rises. For instance, when you receive a salary raise, instead of saving the additional amount, you might find yourself spending it on upgrades such as a nicer apartment, fancier vacations, or more expensive clothing. This continuous cycle of spending prevents your income from translating into genuine wealth or savings. Shopping as a habit or retail therapy. Shopping as a pastime or a form of emotional support can be detrimental to your financial well-being. When you treat shopping as a hobby or use it to alleviate stress or negative emotions, you might engage in excessive and unnecessary purchases. Celebration spending. Celebration spending occurs when you feel so euphoric about achieving a milestone that you splurge on lavish celebrations. While it's important to acknowledge achievements, doing so by maxing out your credit cards or dipping into your savings can have adverse effects on your financial stability. Frequent spending on small items. Spending on small items might seem insignificant, but it can accumulate over time and have a substantial impact on your finances. Daily expenditures like buying a coffee, snacking on fast food, or utilizing parking conveniences can add up to a significant amount over months or years, potentially hindering your ability to save or invest. Number 2, mismanaging debt. Debt can be both a blessing and a curse. It is a curse if you do and manage it well, and a blessing if you use it the right way. Excessive credit card debt. Revolving around credit card debt is a major cause of financial distress. Over-reliance on credit cards for everyday purchases can lead to accumulating high levels of debt due to their high interest rates. Paying only the minimum due on credit cards. Paying only the minimum balance on your credit cards means you pay a higher interest rate and spend more on your items over time. This practice keeps you in a cycle of debt and prevents you from becoming debt-free. Relying on cash advances. Cash advances are short-term loans that allow you to withdraw cash using your credit card. While they can be helpful in emergencies, relying on them for non-essential purchases can lead to a cycle of high-interest debt. Ignoring debt. Ignoring debt problems doesn't make them go away. It only makes them worse. Unpaid debts can accrue interest and penalties, leading to a snowball effect that's difficult to stop. Misusing home equity. Homeowners sometimes borrow against their home equity for non-essential purchases. This can increase your debt burden and interest payments and negatively impact your financial situation. Financing depreciating assets. When you buy a new vehicle and finance it, you essentially borrow money to purchase an asset that immediately begins to depreciate in value. This means you're paying interest on something that's losing value, which can be a financially draining endeavor. Keep in mind, debt is addicting. This because you can get easy money without you earning it. If you find this video useful, please like, comment, and subscribe. It will support this channel a lot. You owe someone that money that you must repay later. This easiness feeling can trap you into more debt. 3. Not saving or investing. Saving and investing are the pillars of financial security, and not doing either can leave you vulnerable to financial shocks. Not saving. Instead of prioritizing saving and then spending whatever's left, many people adopt a reverse approach where they spend whatever they want and save whatever's left. This often results in insufficient savings and living paycheck to paycheck, not having an emergency fund. An emergency fund is a safety net for unexpected expenses. Not having one can lead to severe financial hardship when faced with sudden costs like medical bills or car repairs. Missing savings goals. Not setting or adhering to savings goals can result in failing to accumulate sufficient funds for future needs, such as vacations, education, or retirement. Not investing. Not investing your money means missing out on the potential for growth and compounding returns. Procrastinating retirement savings can jeopardize your long-term financial security. Dipping into savings. Regularly withdrawing from your savings account for non-emergencies can undermine your financial goals and leave you vulnerable to unexpected expenses. Number 4. Lack of financial planning and education. Financial literacy is essential, and those who ignore it often find themselves in a precarious position, not budgeting or tracking expenses. Without a budget or expense tracking, you might not be aware of your spending patterns, making it challenging to control finances and make informed decisions. Avoiding financial education. Failing to educate yourself about personal finance, investing, or basic money management principles can lead to poor choices and a lack of financial stability. Unfortunately, our education system never teaches us about financial literacy, which is the most important knowledge in this world. Not having a plan. Without a clear financial plan, you might lack direction and motivation to achieve specific goals, such as paying off debt, saving for a down payment, or investing. Avoiding financial conversations. Many individuals, especially couples, avoid discussing money, which can lead to misalignment in financial habits, goals, and priorities. Confusing comfort with success. Prioritizing creature comforts and luxuries over sound financial decisions can hinder your progress towards long-term financial success. Number 5. Other harmful habits. Several other habits can contribute to your path toward bankruptcy. Late bill payments. Late bill payments can incur late fees, higher interest rates, and damage your credit score. Paying for unused subscriptions. Numerous subscription services can quietly drain your finances. Regularly review your subscriptions and cancel those you don't use to cut unnecessary expenses. Neglecting your health. Poor health can lead to substantial medical bills and lost income. Prioritizing your health can help you avoid costly medical expenses. Remember, health is expensive. Overvaluing hard work alone. While hard work is essential, it's not the sole determinant of financial success. Smart financial management and investing are equally crucial. Letting fear hold you back. Fear of investing, asking for a raise, or making changes might cause you to miss out on potential financial opportunities. While getting broke is often the outcome of several habits, breaking these habits often requires self-awareness, discipline, and a commitment to learning and implementing sound financial strategies. By understanding the common pitfalls and adopting proactive measures, you can pave the way for a more secure and prosperous financial future. It takes just one wrong turn to end up broke. But if you want to know how to fix your finances, watch this video next.